what it is. 90% of people are working, and if they own their own business, they're working in their business and, not on their business. So they still have to go to work to make that dollar. And the people that, of course, are on the other side are the business owners who own a system, which is what we have. And I can actually speak to that. Let me have that manual, please. And that's the LFS system. And that system is the system that we are going to use. And I spoke about it today. And this is the system that we use, which is the leader format system. And this system tells us how to run a business to work on the business and not to work in the business. So this book is vital, okay? And that's the difference in having a system and having employees that work for you, so you're working on your business and on your concept versus having a business and you're working in the business to create that dollar. And then of course there's the investor where your money is making money for you, so you're not working for it, it's just coming in. So that's where your dollar makes a dollar for you. And guys, we should always be the master to our money and not a slave to it. But they've taught us to be a slave to it. Financial services, let's talk about that. This is the money and this is how it moves. So financial service is the largest industry in the world. This is where the most money is moved. This says 109. It's about $140 trillion now. And the industry is the largest industry that we're moving the most capital, and it's in the highest demand and has the lowest amount of financial professionals. Unlike the real estate agency, real estate industry, real estate is $32 trillion. That's the real estate capital annually. And we've had more real estate agents. Great industry, but it's super saturated. And unless you're great and you're in there, you're seasoned, you've got a clientele like one of our great friends, then real estate is definitely a saturated market. And then we have retail, which is 24 trillion. That's the third quadrant. It's 24 trillion annually. And that's what's moving in the retail market. But financial services is the largest market, guys. And face it, it's our money that we've never been taught about. And with HGI, with our opportunity, we're able to reach all markets. Okay, we're able to go from Gen Z to seniors. And I like to call them seasoned, not seniors. So we can go from Gen Z all the way to the seasoned ones and everything there in between, the millennials, the Gen Z, and the baby boomers, Gen X. We started with the Gen Z. So we got all the quadrants from the kids to the seasoned people that we're able to help, that we're able to offer this opportunity to. And in America, there is a $27 trillion insurance deficit. So people are uninsured. They don't have life insurance. That is the deficit. And we're able to accommodate that and giving the opportunity to be able to have financial freedom through universal contracts, which is insurance, unilateral contracts, aleatory contracts. We're able to offer the opportunity for financial freedom and generational wealth, to be able to leave a legacy, guys. That is what the wealthy do. The money keeps circulating and everybody else stays on the wheel. And we'll speak briefly about these guys. This is Hubert Humphreys, and this is the great Aki Rupani, who is a product of this system. I can't talk about LFS enough. And that is Steve Gross, guys. Steve Gross is Home Depot. Steve Gross is, oh God, what is it? MedMD, WebMD. I think it's WebMD. And so this is, in the pink jacket, the founder of HGI. Integrity Marketing has purchased HGI. They're a $20 billion market cap. And they've given him a few $1 billion for this company, but they still want him in place. They still want him to run it. He's 83 years old, guys, and he is up, running, kicking it. We were in Vegas a couple weeks. He was on stage every day, live and in order. He is still doing business. This is the third one. Prime America, I'm sure you guys have heard of that. That was the second $1 billion sellout, and Citibank bought that, and WFG was the first one. So just so you understand the leadership, the helm, and who we're under, it is a proven system and it's made a lot of millionaires. The gentleman in the middle, Aki Rupani, who is actually my hierarchy, Aki pays himself about $1 million a month and he doesn't write any insurance. But this is what this opportunity affords you because this system has built a team for Aki that is producing residual income for him through infinity. Okay. So that's what HGI does. We can go. We just talked about, well, we'll go back really quickly. These are the companies. That's where it started in the 80s, guys. That's WMA. That was the second one. That was WLG, which is Prime America now. And here we are at HGI. That is Hubert Humphreys. If you Google him, AI calls him the godfather of insurance. So just to give you a little bit of background about who we are and what we're doing. All right. And all kinds of world-class trips. HGI does everything. This all comes with being a part of HGI University, which is your back office, the digital marketing system, which is again in your back office. There's Abacus, which is an amazing tool for everything financial. There's also Zyberzeus. Zyberzeus is a complete marketing system that will allow you to do anything with your current business or as well as, of course, with this business. But it is just a phenomenal, phenomenal tool that's powered by AI that'll let you drop your video in the funnel that you're creating and you'll be the avatar. Okay, so that you can do for any business that you're working on, but you have that availability once you've joined our system. And the leadership, guys, I just spoke about it, the mentoring, the coaching, the hands-on. You are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And everybody here is hands-on. This is our team, Team Big, and we make sure that what you need, we're able to supply it. It is from education to being able to just walk you through hands-on because it is a lot of information, but it is all well worth it. The trips are paramount here. They go everywhere from Europe to Hawaii, and it's everything, all expense paid, and it's just phenomenal, phenomenal. 5-star where, you know, sometimes Hubert will, they say he'll block the whole city off and, you know, it's for HGI. I know in Vegas, they did a whole floor of the MGM on the convention side and it was HGI. So there's a lot of rewards here. He definitely acknowledges, you know, business and hard work and the ring. As you grow in the company, the ring is there and there's a diamond as you grow your business. So we're going to Top Gun. You guys see it there. We just came back from, oh God, I can't think of, what was it, Darius? We went to, yeah, it was Vegas, but I can't think of the name of it. But so it's a lot of trips, it's a lot of support, it's a lot of rewards, and it's a lot of money. All right. And how to win the money game, the principles of money, the principles of wealth building. Number one, first and foremost, we all have to increase our cash flow. We have to increase cash flow in order to change the situation. We can conserve, we can cut back, we can say, okay, I'm gonna, you know, not go out to dinner so much. But in actuality, to be more comfortable and to live the life that you foresee for your family and yourself, you have to increase cash flow. The number 2 problem in America, it is debt management, credit card debt, mortgage debt, card debt, student loan debt, debt. Everybody is in debt. It is just the country is in debt. So it's overwhelming. And we're going to talk a little bit more about debt in a second so we can talk about how to get out of debt. And so you guys can understand what the credit card companies and what the banks and everyone else does and how they compound their money when you owe them and why you can't ever stop paying it. So you also need to have an emergency fund. I like to call it as need. You need a fund for when you need funds, okay? So everybody needs that. You need 3 times at least your monthly income in an emergency fund. Most people have a month to live on if they're laid off, you know, fired, God forbid, become disabled. They have a month worth of living expenses, and after that, it's chaotic. So we need to prepare properly. Proper protection is first and foremost. We have to be properly protected. Life insurance is just that. It's for living, not for dying. There is a death benefit attached, but life insurance comes with living benefits, tons of them, tons of living benefits. The wealthy live from life insurance, from the benefits of life insurance. Life insurance is not taxable. Okay, so no matter how much money you put into your life insurance policy when you're doing an IUL, it is tax free. It is not taxable. All right. And as well as when you pass away, this is how legacy creation is built. It is built through life insurance. This is how you leave a legacy. Building wealth, once again, you're building wealth two ways. You're building wealth through your cash flow and you're building wealth through your policy. When you pass away, it is non-taxable. You're able to conserve your estate and leave a legacy to your family. And preserving your wealth. That is the trust with this company, with HGI. It is amazing, guys. You're able to get with net law and you're able to do trust, wills, advanced directives, financial statements, the health power of attorney, the financial power of attorney. You're able to do all of that through net law by being a member of the great HGI and Team Big Financial. So that's the 6 steps of the money game. You're going to increase cash flow. Number 1, we're going to manage and eliminate debt. You're going to have a cash flow fund for when you need cash. Proper protection is paramount. That is how you start, build, and live a legacy. We need to build wealth. Same thing, wealth creation is done through life insurance and preserving the wealth through, again, life insurance, because you're going to have enough to cover your estate, not to have to pay estate taxes. Aretha Franklin passed away not long ago. Google it. She paid $8.1 million in estate taxes. You know why? Because she didn't have a trust. If you have a will only, your family will be in probate court. They will suffer for weeks and sometimes months until the estate is resolved. Put it in a trust, the money gets dispersed immediately. All right, how many works? We're not going to go through all of these, but you guys see what is offered here. We're going to talk about the rule of 72, which is very important, the most important. It is the 8th wonder of the world. It is how much money you spend out for interest on everything. Your mortgage, your car, your credit cards, everything that you have, the money is based on the rule of 72. This is how the rich get richer, and this is why the poor stay poor. The be your own bank, we hear it. I'm going to explain it and expound on it this evening so we can understand the power of that, and that we're able to do that without having a wealth of funds. But we're going to talk about that. And pay yourself first. That is vital. It does not matter if you make $500 a week or if you make $5,000 a week. Pay yourself first. You are your biggest investment. If you pay yourself first, you won't pinch. You'll be able to save. It'll mediate the rest of your finances. Pay yourself first. If it's $50, pay yourself, because you made the money. If it weren't for you, there would be no income. So pay yourself first. I comes before you in the dictionary. We're going to talk about the rule of 72, the magic of compounding. This is how you get wealthy, guys. You get wealthy through compound interest. This is how you get wealthy, and this is how the wealthy stay wealthy. And this is how they keep everybody else poor. All right? Listen, you take 72, we can all do simple math. Whatever your interest rate is, I'm going to ask you guys, what is the interest rate on a credit card that you might have? Anybody? 25, 28, 30? What is it? Does somebody know? Do you know what you pay in credit card interest? Hello? Are y'all there? Darius, make sure they can hear me and nothing has went wrong. Yes, I said credit card interest. Do you have any clue as to maybe one of your credit cards, what you pay in the interest? 30%, maybe 28, 25. Because I know it's not 15 or 18. If your credit card, like the interest. Okay. So if you did 25% and did it by the rule of 72, you would divide 25 into 72, which goes about what, 2.5 times? Let's see, 25, 50. No, what, 2.8, maybe 2.8 times. So every 2.8 years, that's how the interest doubles on your credit card. Every 2.8 years, the money that you owe them doubles. So if you owe them $5,000 to start with, in 2.8 years, you're going to owe them $10,000. That's how the money doubles. They double it with the interest. So vice versa, if you have an account and you're getting paid 8% interest, then how many times does 8 go into 72? 9. So it takes you 9 years to double your money. But most people are on the opposite side of compound interest. They're on the side of compound interest where they're paying it. Most of us pay compound interest. So the ones that are earning the compound interest, that's the wealthy 1%. That's the secret. That's the rule. So they put their money in vehicles, which are the vehicles that we offer, and the money is compounding. So they're making money while they're sleeping. And Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you're going to work until you die. So that is how the wealthy stay wealthy. It's time, positive rate of return, and that's wealthy. Interest plus time. That's compounding. So know that whatever you buy and you got, 25%, 30%, if it's 30%, every 2.2 years, they double their money. So that's the rule of 72. And that's what the bank does. That's what the credit card company does. That's how the wealthy maintain wealth, is through compound interest. Albert Einstein calls this the eighth wonder of the world, the rule of 72. And they never teach it to us anywhere. This is the index chart. This is IUL, the Be Your Own Bank. The red line is the stock market. And the stock market goes up, the stock market goes down, the stock market goes up, the stock market goes sideways, the stock market goes up, it goes down. It moves 3 ways, up, down, and sideways. As you see this green line in the middle, that is the index universal lifeline. That's the index. That is how you become your own bank. That is what being your own bank starts from. That is an IUL, Index Universal Life. And the index that you hear about all the time on the news is the S&P 500, is the Dow Jones Industrial, and the NASDAQ. So that's the index. That's how your money keeps on growing with a zero floor. As you see, the green line only continues to progress up. Even when it's going sideways, it never comes down. So once you put your money in an index fund, your bottom line worst year ever is 0. Okay, so if you don't make any money and it's, you don't get any compounding, your worst year is 0. Unlike the stock market, which is what's going on now, and people are losing their hinds, they're losing their backside. 401ks are depleting to 201ks as we speak. They're 403bs. They're all going down the drain. But right here, once again, insurance, the wealthy game, that's the index fund. That's how your money's tied. Be your own bank is because take $100,000 minus 30,000. You say you take out a policy loan on this because you're able to do that. It's your money. You just pull it out. You take $30,000 out of that $100,000 pot that you've got. And this index is going to keep paying you on 100,000 because that's what your IUL death benefit is. It's 100K. If you've got a pot and there's 100K in it and you go to the bank and you withdraw 30,000 from your account, you've only got 70 left. With your IUL, which is why it's be your own bank, your compound interest is compounding on 100. It doesn't matter that you took 30. Doesn't matter if you ever pay the 30 back. It comes out of your death benefit when you pass away. But in the meantime and in between time while you're alive, that is paying you compound interest on 100K, not 70. So that is how you're your own bank, and your money just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. That's the power of index funds. All right, tax diversification, tax for retirement. When you put your money in the bank, stocks or mutual funds is taxed right away. All right, when you put your money in a 401k, in an IRA, in an annuity, the money is taxed later, tax deferred. The tax advantage, tax zero, tax no, tax not, is when you put your money in life insurance. All right, put it in after-tax dollars, Roth IRA, bonds, and life insurance. Bonds have a very slow growth rate. Life insurance, all right, growth is 100% tax advantage, meaning zero tax dollars that you pay, no matter how much money it is. All right, that's the advantage, again, of life insurance. And we're talking whole life insurance, of course. All right, we'll go from here. These are the things that we offer at HGI. Of course, all kinds of life insurance. IUL, which is at the top of the list, that's to be your own bank. Term life, which is that for a term. Mortgage protection, final expense. Everybody that you know needs a final expense, so we can stop GoFundMe, okay? Also here we have the stock market, which is active money management. So you're able, if you want to be a part of the market and you're unfamiliar with trading, you also have that option here to get with a Series 6 financial advisor, and you can put your money in the market. Of course, we offer annuities, estates, and wills. That's net law. Real estate is also here. You have the ability all under one umbrella for being a part of HGI Team Big. You're able to have a part of real estate and land banking. We also offer healthcare insurance. You're able to offer healthcare insurance here, Medicare, as well as Medicare supplements. So that's asset protection, asset accumulation, and asset distribution. That is what we teach families, guys. Growth. These are the companies that we deal with. This is the plethora of companies that we have the privilege to offer their products, and all of them are major companies, been around for 100 years or better. Everybody knows Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. F&G, Corebridge. Corebridge was formerly AIG. North American Ethos is always on TV. I mentioned net law a ton of times. Net law is the will and the trust, the advanced directives. Advanced directives are very important, very, very important. Emeritus, American Equity. So guys, it's a list of companies, the top companies in the world, and that is who we represent. All right, the last part, the fun part, the money part. The check, click it once more. All right, this is understanding HGI. This is what you're able to do. This is what you're able to offer your family, your team, everybody you know, everybody you come in contact with. This is a renowned, guys, world-class business opportunity. I cannot stress it enough. I can't talk about it enough. I'm super passionate about it. It is just unbelievable what we're able to offer and how we're able to help. And we'll start simply. When you come into the business, you've joined, you're here, you're off of your pen. This is writing, you've got your license and you're writing business. One person a week at $10 a day that they save pays you 68.5 annually. So that's you helping one family a week put away $10 a day, a Starbucks cup of coffee. It's going to pay you 68.5. The same one person a week, and this is when you join initially. So the base salary here starts you off with $68,000. All right. When you move up in contract, once you've helped a few people here, you're then at a 60% contract level. That's one person, again, a week, saving $10 a day is going to pay you $91,400 annually. When you've moved up and now you're at a 78% contract, same one person every single week, $10 a day, Starbucks. If people could understand this, Starbucks will make you wealthy. $10 a day, 78% contract, it's $118 a year. And that's for you casually speaking to people on the ink of your pen, helping one family and helping. This is something that's needed. This is not a luxury. This is not something that we're doing just because. This is a necessity, guys. And we just we act as though we're oblivious. People die every day, all day. And we are on TV and on the internet and outside in the yard talking about, we need some help. Lots of us. So we got to die. Like we live, we are going to die. So life insurance is a necessity. It's not a luxury. And that's you helping one family $10 a day to protect, build, and save their lives. That's going to pay you $118 a year. All right. If you decide that you want to come in this business and 5 other people that are just like you, that have the mindset, that understand, that have a mission, those 5 people, my connection is unstable. Can you guys hear? Okay, great. It just told us the connection was unstable. These 5 people that have come into your business, each of them the same, one person, $10 a day. One person is going to pay you $228 a year. All right. That's your override from the 5 people on your team that are helping one family a week put away $10 a day. All right. And with that override at $250,000 and the 118 that you're already generating from the one family $10 a day that you're helping, puts you at $347,000 a year. A lot of doctors don't make that unless they're really, really good doctors and they've got their own practices and so forth. $347 a year. And that's from you and 5 other like-minded individuals that help one family anywhere in America save $10 a day. That's it. One family. If you want to build an agency, if you want to come in this business and get 20 people under you licensed that are helping one family, this is all one family, y'all. One family a week, $10 a day. That's going to pay you in overrides $731K plus the $347 you're already making because you're already making a quarter in overrides. That's $1 million a year. That's $1 million a year. All you wrote from your own pen was 118. The other 800 or 900K came from overrides. That is the value of building a team and building a business. I wanted to show you that, Kimberly. That is the value of team building. Okay. Some people come in this business and they don't want to build a team. They only want to write. All they want to do is personal production. They don't want to build anybody. They don't want to talk to anybody. They don't want to build a team. Perfectly fine. You can do that and help one family, just one. If you help 2 families, you do the math. If you help 3 families, you do the math. But if you just help one family, $10, Starbucks, tell them don't go to Starbucks. Go ahead and set up your future, $118 a year. All right. And if you don't want to write business at all, some people join this company. It is so amazing. You have every opportunity for however you want to set up your business to do so. You can join this company and never write any insurance business at all whatsoever and still make money each time you refer, as long as you have a license. You have to have a license. I have to stress that. Have to have an insurance license in the state of Georgia to be paid from the proceeds of insurance no matter what. So as long as you have a license, 50% of whoever you refer to another licensed agent, you make that money. The average contract here is $3,600. So if you never wrote any business and you only referred people to your teammates, you make minimum $1,800 a contract, minimum. Okay, and don't talk about an annuity. Don't talk about a 401k rollover. Those things are $15,000, $20,000 that you make in commissions. So we're just talking very, very basic, very streamlined here. I don't want to exasperate you all with the numbers, but yeah, that's the power of HGI and this system and building a business and building a team. And again, it is your business. It is your, authority to run it however you want to, according to this lovely system right here. It is real. The LFS, I cannot stress it enough, but you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And last but not least, it is a one-time membership cost of $199, not a monthly fee. That's one time, $199 one time, and that's it. You're going to pay for your membership fee. You're going to pay for your $35 Exam FX, which is the state-approved licensure, pre-exam licensure company, and that is your initial walk in the door cost with HGI. So it's not a monthly, it's not a pyramid, it's one time, and you have access to everything that we just discussed. Abacus, which I told you is everything financial, just a wealth of information. ZyberZeus, which you can do everything with, from your marketing campaigns to your website to just whatever you want to do to grow your business. That's ZyberZeus. Your back office, your CRM is Aristotle, and everything is done there for you. Your payments, your team, all your structure is Aristotle, as well as Leader Mastery, which is going to be your onboarding. It's going to walk you through everything and just show you the steps of the business and how it needs to be set up and what you need to do as far as setting yourself up for success. And there's one more. There's Leader Mastery, there's Abacus, there's ZyberZeus, and there's Aristotle. That's it. Okay. So yeah, guys, all of that is inclusive, and your fee is $199, of course, plus your licensing. And this is them in Hawaii last year. That is the great Mauricio right there. That is the wizard. And that's Hubert Humphreys. And that's the team. Rory Douglas, guys, is right there. He's African American. And everybody else is other. So we need to show up in this space and make a difference. That is my conclusion. Come and join, be a part. If you are a part, let's grow together and let's eat and well. Thank you guys for being here. Questions, the floor is wide open. That must mean I did a great job. Questions, anybody? Yes, ma'am. Well, that's amazing. Fee. You good? You got it all?
No, I don't got it all, but I don't have no questions right now.
Okay.
That's a lot of gems.
Okay, good. That's what I mean. Long as that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Very good. That makes me happy. Thank you guys for being here. What stuck out the most?
Thank you for your time.
Yes. What stuck out the most, guys? What did you grab from it more than anything?
I love that 72
Yes.
Isaiah, that.
Yes.
That is the hidden gem.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
I said that's the hidden gem.
That is the hidden gem. And that's the conversation that's never had. And once you have it, it changes your life. Yep. Because you understand how not to pay and how to get paid. that's that's it in a nutshell. And one last thing I'll say, and I'll let you guys go. I so appreciate your time and just for being interested and coming on and just want to being a part of. It means everything to me because it is my passion to deliver the information. Life insurance is the only thing that gives you immediate net worth. That is the only thing in the world. Net worth takes years to build, and people, work a lifetime for it. The secret is life insurance creates an immediate estate. So that's the last nug. Take that with you. And guys, we do this on Wednesdays. Look forward, hanging out, getting some knowledge, giving some knowledge. So y'all come back and see us.
We'll do.
Alrighty.
Yes, ma'am. So
Talk,
we'll talk again.
talk soon. All right, guys. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.